was. Upgrades, people, upgrades.
Right,
Okay, thank you. Let's go.
That was great.
Upgrades, people, upgrades.
See? Just gotta know you're on.
And welcome back to the Cookout Crew podcast, episode 3 on Spotify, episode 2 on YouTube. We are on now on YouTube and Spotify. So you guys check us out. You are with Kendall,
Connor,
And Daniel.
and you'll hear us say Daniel. You'll hear us say Cosby.
Man of many names.
Yes, indeed.
Daniel's son.
Yes, sir.
Daniel's son, Dan. He goes by all of them. All right, so we got some topics in today, some questions, and we're going to get right into it. So,
Why waste time?
first question is, if you could have lunch with any 3 people, who would they be and why?
I feel like that was a really good question when they asked that.
It is.
Yeah.
I wonder who came up with that.
you started off, buddy.
All right, so my first 3 people, for sure, number 1, Richard Petty, okay? And why? And why?
I love your
First
why.
off, NASCAR driver. Everybody loves a good NASCAR driver.
Everyone loves it when they make left turns.
You know, and I feel like I could eat a fried bologna sandwich with Richard Petty and not feel bad about it.
You think
and
that's
also-
what he eats on the normal?
Yes.
Okay.
Pimento cheese sandwiches, fried bologna sandwiches.
You like pimento cheese?
He's a Southern boy. What?
You like pimento cheese?
I love pimento
really?
cheese.
Okay.
So
What's
Richard,
your
and also the cowboy hats, man.
You like pimento cheese?
I'm kind of American kind of guy.
All right. Well, Connor is uncultured,
No, he's
and
not. It's American.
so yeah, and also the cowboy hats, sick.
Pretty hard.
So number 2, we're gonna have to go with the Ted Nugent. Okay.
Uncle Ted.
Uncle Ted. All right, so Ted Nugent, I feel like I could eat seafood with Ted Nugent and really enjoy myself. All right, and I'm gonna like kind of pick his brain on the whole guitar thing, and just like Ted Nugent was, he never cussed in any of his rock songs and prided himself on his lack of use of profanity. It just seems like a great guy. So I think I could have like a civilized conversation with Ted Nugent. With a bowl of shrimp in front of me. So
Maybe some gumbo or something.
yeah, something good for
Something
sure.
Good.
Shrimp and grits, the whole 9. So number 3, we have Christopher Columbus.
Oh.
Coming in at number 3, we have Christopher Columbus, and let me tell you why. All right, so
let me tell you why.
Christopher Columbus, I just want to know
For sure.
what he was thinking when he just rolled up on land, not even where he was supposed to be, and just rolled up and just saw what is now United States of America. I just want to know what he was thinking. And like, so spices were so big back then. Like, I just want to know,
Right,
like,
spice trade.
yeah. So was pepper that good that they just had to like?
Well, think about it. Think about how they cooked their food, though. Like
Just straight salt and pepper.
needed pepper for flavor.
I feel like they were basic. They didn't have
Right,
no
but they like boiled their chicken. It was either over the fire or boiled.
Yeah, they were
So
disgusting.
if you don't have the pepper and salt in the trade or any other spices, then you're just eating chicken.
And I think if they had some seasoned chicken, I feel like that might cut out on like some diseases maybe.
Okay.
And
Or maybe if they cooked it all right, you know.
yeah,
There's no
yeah,
telling
for
they
sure.
cooked chicken right 100%
For sure.
Right.
I think salmonella came from Christopher Columbus's wife not cooking his chicken right.
Right. It's probably why he went sailing, because he was tired of her cooking.
Yeah, and
I would leave.
I think Christopher Columbus didn't listen to his wife on the directions to get to India, and that's how he ended up in the United States of America.
Wow.
She was trying to like tell him, and
All out history lesson right here.
Honestly,
Hey,
it's a
I-
when you look at a
Did you
map.
learn this in history last year?
Yes, I did.
When you look at a map, it's pretty hard to miss. Honestly.
It is pretty hard. I think he caught like a good wind that kind of just brought him over.
Yeah.
So those are my top 3. What would I eat with Christopher Columbus?
What's the little thing that looks
Um,
like a bugle? Bugle.
A bugle.
Bugles?
Yeah.
Some bugles? I feel like
What am I bugle though?
I feel like me and Christopher.
That's what you would eat in like elementary school for the Thanksgiving.
Did
know what
you
I'm saying?
ever put them on your fingers?
Yes.
You
yes.
have to. No, you have to, and then you gotta eat them all.
Yeah.
You
If
have
people,
to.
the people that didn't put bugles on their fingers, they're
If
in
you,
jail
if, you,
right now.
if you eat bugles without putting them on your fingers, I
Yeah,
cannot have a
something's wrong
conversation
with
with you.
It's not
Yeah,
worth it.
Something's wrong with you.
Something ain't right.
They
A little off.
they increase in taste when you put them on your fingers, and
like-
you gotta eat them off your fingers.
I think that when you drink something through a straw, it tastes better.
Yeah,
I think that
chocolate milk.
I think that bugles are just tastes way better with no
Mhm.
straw. I think the Bugle is just it enhances the
Did you
flavor.
ever have like the milk straws with the like flavored like beads in the
I
straws?
did.
The
I
strawberry.
would tell you, okay, when I was younger, right? That's when I would do that. Now, did you ever eat those? Like they were like cocoa straws. It's kind of the same thing, but they were just made
Yes,
100%
and you
chocolate.
could eat
and
the
you would
straw.
Yeah. Gas.
It was
You know what?
very good.
I used to do for just a little bit of flavor in your water, Twizzlers.
Okay.
If you bite at the end of a Twizzler,
Okay.
the inside is
And
actually hollow.
I've tried that
Yeah.
before, but it never worked for me. I think I might have got like a defective Twizzler or
I think
something.
maybe you
but
just
missed out.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
But I feel like I could eat some Doritos with Christopher Columbus.
Doritos.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just switch. Okay.
So those are my top 3.
You wouldn't want to eat like something like.
Sophisticated.
I mean, no, I know it wasn't the same necessarily time period.
Not
but
a
you know,
turkey.
That's
Turkey.
What, no.
turkey for sure.
Turkey for sure.
I
That's
feel
fine.
like Christopher Columbus can throw down on a fried turkey.
I
feel
don't think
like
Christopher Columbus ever had a fried turkey. He's
Well,
also never had a Bugle. Well,
I could
guess he got
introduce
it.
him
They
to
ate
so
like
many
they
new
ate like
things.
pumpkins and squash and stuff, but
Whole. They would just eat whole pumpkins.
yeah, they don't fry.
They don't-
What? They're gonna deep fry a turkey back.
I don't
Well, they
like,
don't know what oil is.
I don't like sweet tater pies. and-
Sweet taters.
Yeah, sweet taters.
What's your
lucky
favorite kind of
taters.
pie?
I don't. You know, I was never a big
Apple.
I was never a big pie fan, but then
Pecan.
shout out to the moms for her homemade apple
Pecan.
pie.
Really?
Okay,
Yeah, apple
and
pie.
that kind of made me love apple pie now. So apple pie or nothing, and
Let me ask you real quick. Pecan or pecan?
Pecan.
pecan.
Pecan pie.
Yeah.
Okay, thank
I'm
you.
Southern. I'm not.
An idiot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pecan.
So those are my top.
We'll
3.
get into that another day.
Oh, yeah.
So we can go on for that.
Oh, for sure. All right, what you got, Conrad?
I'm gonna take advantage of an opportunity that Daniel had.
Yeah.
Number 1,
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
you already know,
Yeah.
Jared Swindle.
Oh man.
Jared Swindle. For those of you
Yeah.
that don't know, absolute hammer on the water.
Whew.
All around great guy. Country boy, you know. Number 2,
Bamable.
Matthew McConaughey.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah,
I like that one.
That took me a while.
You want to
think
ask him
about.
why he rolls his fingers in all the Lincoln commercials? What's
Yeah.
he doing with his fingers?
He's just all around ladies' man.
Just a legend.
Yes.
I will say the horns only go one way.
Hook 'em.
No, they definitely go down.
I'm just saying.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
So-
I think that would be a good person to talk to
Mhm.
about anything.
I bet he's got a lot of life stories.
Yes.
Because
Professor, you know.
what's that movie? That's
The one where the girls stay the same age. Is that what you're thinking about? That's the first one I thought of.
when
I thought
he lives in his parents' house and he picks up the babes.
Yeah, that's the one. I'm pretty sure it's the same movie.
With Terry Bradshaw.
Yes, that
Yes.
one with Terry Bradshaw. When he's cleaning the fish tank naked.
Yeah. We
I
watched
showed it
that
to
here.
y'all.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all. Can you find it? But yeah, I mean, in that
Yeah.
movie, he gets the babes.
I feel like Matthew McConaughey can be 80 years old and still
Yes.
fool everybody.
His voice, it's just, you know.
I feel like Matthew McConaughey in a nursing home. Everybody hide your grandmas.
Yes.
It was
Because Matthew was
failure
coming.
to launch.
Failure to launch.
Okay.
Yeah.
With Bradley Cooper in that scene?
Was he?
Yes, he was.
Yes.
Because remember when the squirrel bites our hands or
Yes.
something?
Okay. I remember we watched that here. That was a good.
But
movie.
yes.
Yeah, he'd be a good person. Then lastly would probably be Riley Green.
Okay.
Country-
Favorite song. Favorite
country
song.
singer.
Favorite song from him.
In a truck right now.
Actually, we're in our living room.
That or Georgia Time.
Wow.
But yeah, he's all.
Not I wish Grandpa's never died. Not
Nah,
that one?
that's a good song, but it's
I feel like
overrated.
that's like his most popular song.
Yeah.
It's overrated.
Yeah.
It is a bit.
Overplayed.
Nothing against the story.
Yeah, not overrated. Maybe overplayed.
Yeah, nothing against the
Like if
story.
I didn't hear it for like 2 years and then I heard that, big man, that's a good song.
Yeah.
No, if you look at his Instagram and stuff, he's just living a dream, killing ducks, hogs, deer.
Yeah. I saw him
making
in
music.
Carolina University football.
Go
visor.
Cox.
No.
Okay.
Spurs down.
Spurs
So, in a Carolina visor, and I just have never liked him since.
Yeah.
So I can't switch up on my team now. Come on.
Yeah, he
So-
seems like a lady killer too.
Oh, for sure.
Football player in college.
Mm.
Now he's a country singer.
Where?
What more can you ask for? Jacksonville State.
Yeah, I was about to say, Gamecocks there too.
Hey, also
Down.
cock or yeah, Cox down.
Yeah.
All right.
So
what about you, Danielson?
All right. Well, I wanted my first person that came to my head, and I wrote a whole paper on this actually. several times was JFK. Actually,
Okay.
I just feel like for a president, he was so far ahead of his time. He was the
Yes.
space race.
Great family.
Right.
Last
Love-
podcast.
they love-
Last podcast,
They
we
love
didn't
to
talk
die.
about
You
him.
gave a whole crash course on
Yeah,
JFK.
they love
I
to
did,
die.
and you know what? After research, I was right. So,
Yes.
you know,
This man knows what he's talking
I'm
about.
saying JFK. He was just ahead of his time. He was, you know, he was out there. He wanted to get to space. He wanted to
was
be the
out
first
there.
one. He was out there. I just want to pick his brain.
He knows some stuff.
Yeah, he does know some stuff. He does. He has to.
Mm-hmm.
I bet he was also, he was a good looking guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably got some baddies.
His wife was probably one of the most attractive. Jackie Kennedy
Onassis.
was a very good looking woman.
Jackie Onassis Kennedy is in fact a baddie.
As far as like first ladies go,
Yes. Jackie Onassis.
like at this
Man,
point,
why would you cheat on Jackie Onassis?
well, I mean the whole thing was Marilyn Monroe.
Ooh.
Jackie O for sure, bro.
I don't know, man. Marilyn Monroe was Marilyn Monroe. Though. That
No.
was the symbol.
She's an icon.
Yeah, but Marilyn Monroe was the symbol
icon.
of, you know,
She was a sex symbol.
yeah. But here's the thing though. If you look at it, probably for that time in America, Jackie was probably like this highest level of sophisticated, like.
Jackie did a lot for America, really. First lady, she really did her
She
job,
thrived,
and
yeah.
yes, she did good.
My second person, being a Bama fan, was Nick Saban. Roll Tide.
He's a bandwagon, guys.
Oh, okay, sure. Dad grew up there. I promise I'm not a bandwagon fan. I just want to know why and how he's been able to dominate and change with the game, because he's evolved from a running and dominant defense coach to a high power, like air raid offense.
Yeah. What's his record against Brent Venables?
That's
Yeah, I was
funny
about
you
to
said-
say, how-
That's funny.
How
How many national championships does Dabo have?
2.
Oh, it's okay. Okay.
What do y'all have, like 18?
Yeah, well, we
We've
have
been in the business longer.
we have three.
That's-
We have three since Dabo's been there. So I mean, it's not really like
Okay.
we beat you guys in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine.
I'm just
How many
saying.
times has Clemson beat Alabama in the playoff? Once? Twice?
Right. We beat them twice. We beat them twice.
It's really been 6 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
And then, well, I figured my third person
Oh, God.
was, thinking ahead in life. Someone that could further me as a person would be Jordan Belfort. Actually,
okay.
maybe not the best businessman to talk to, but he has some stories, and he was in
He
the
definitely
business.
knows some stuff.
He definitely knows some stuff too.
Yeah, he's
But
not.
he is just a business tycoon, because even after he got out of prison for the penny stocks and the fraud, he now runs like a you can buy a ticket to one of his shows and he'll tell you how to do what he did but legally.
Okay.
Like his net worth now might even be higher than it was back then. Like he is good with people and he's good with money.
Yeah.
He's one of those people that no matter what situation you put him in, he will always come out probably on top.
Yeah. So, that is a good one. I think that's probably like the best one out of all of us. I think that one benefits. I think the other ones
There
don't really
are more.
benefit.
That's why there are more benefits
Yeah.
behind that one. But I
Yeah.
mean, like wanting to meet someone you've met forever, like
Yeah.
Riley Green or something like that. It's like,
Yeah. But all right, so another question we got, and this is gonna be loaded. All right, we're all pretty funny, I like to think. So
I mean, I'd say we're pretty funny people.
yes. So I think this next question was, what is our redneck ingenuity moment? Like,
Oh, gosh.
let's see, I've been here 20 years, 19. Your redneck ingenuity
What's something
moment.
you've done that you just?
Yeah, you just like, you've done something and you're like, well, it worked in the time, but definitely not smart, and it gets the job done.
Getting the job done.
The
When you
definition
need the job done.
Yes, when the definition of redneck ingenuity is getting the job done.
Right.
All right.
It might not be pretty,
Yes,
but job's finished.
job's done.
Right.
All right. So, my redneck ingenuity moments, and I say moments because I've got a few of them.
Right.
But I don't want to say they're really redneck ingenuity, except maybe it gets the job done.
It does get the job done.
So, I played baseball since I was 10 years old up until the end of college, or start of college. And so I did the whole baseball tournament scene, and don't want to know what was in that cup.
No, you do not.
Okay.
It was your hair though.
I don't know how that ended up in there. So,
Sabotage.
yes. So, that's what you get for making fun of me earlier.
Alright.
I'm sorry. So, I did the whole baseball tournament scene, and when you get caught in Atlanta and in hotels, you really gotta make things
Work.
make things work. So, we were in, I think, Cartersville, Georgia. Shout out to Cartersville, Georgia. Okay, hometown, Trevor Lawrence. Okay, go Cartersville Canes.
Pretty mediocre quarterback.
Huh?
What?
No, just keep going.
All right.
You're good. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, no. And so we had just eaten Mexican food from a good place down there. It was really good, but it was so good I couldn't finish it all. So I decided to bring it back to the hotel room, and the hotel didn't supply
A fridge.
silverware.
Oh. I was
Yes.
wrong.
No, I'm kind of one of those people that like
You want to eat it right after?
I go out to eat, and then I'm like, oh, I'm full. And then as soon as I like get in the car, I'm opening up that box and I'm
Right.
diving in.
Right.
So get back to the hotel
we
room, and we didn't have any silverware. So you improvise. So I found a cup. I found a cup, and I made that as my spoon.
Okay.
So I ate Mexican food with a spoon. Now let me tell you, you might be
You
thinking,
do it with a cup.
yeah, you might be thinking though, was the food? How did you heat up, or how did you eat cold Mexican food? That's just disgusting. Well, let me tell you. So I got a hairdryer, and I heated up my Mexican food right there in the bathroom,
Did it work?
and I have no regrets. It did work.
I mean, it is heat.
I mean,
Yeah, it'll take you like 30 minutes, but it's the best food you'll ever have.
Well, think about it. You could have just got a shower. You're blow drying your hair, blow dry your food a little bit, blow dry your hair.
Yeah, I don't blow dry my hair.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, that was number one, and then also, I've tried to make my own homemade cheese, and I feel like that's not really ingenuity. It doesn't really get the job done, but it's just kind of like just something off the wall that I've tried to like invent, and it was Kendall Utter's homemade cheese.
How'd it go?
Not too good.
Okay.
You'll get really sick. So
Did you
what you do is you take a cup just like you got there.
Yeah.
Probably got
You
some
fill it
in
up
there.
with milk, all right,
Yeah,
and then you leave it in your room, okay, for a couple weeks, and it'll start to cure. Okay.
Yeah, get a little mold.
Get a little mold on it. All right. Don't panic. That's good. You want that. So you're gonna leave that
I
there.
feel like at that point you should probably panic.
No. And then it starts looking like sour cream a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't
that
eat it
happens.
at this point. It's
Right.
still bad for you.
Okay.
So you leave it until you get like hard pieces. All right. Then at that point it starts looking like Parmesan cheese. I'm not saying eat this because I'm not getting sued for this, but that's when I took a bite and it wasn't good. And you'll get awfully sick from that.
Did you get sick from it?
I did.
Yikes.
I was in the bathroom for a couple days on that one.
Okay.
And it was in your room.
It was in my room.
Wow. So
Did it smell bad?
Yeah.
No, come on now. You get nose blind.
He
too.
probably had COVID.
I think you're supposed
Yeah.
to put like a cheesecloth over that and then like close it.
Oh yeah. Well,
Did you like mix it?
I was
with straw?
like 10, so I didn't really like understand.
Okay, like the science behind what was going on here. You just knew that milk
Yeah.
turned into cheese.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Growing up on a farm, you kind of realize that hey, I can make something out of that. I can make cheese out of milk. So you try it.
Just
And
make something out of nothing.
so then
Learn something new.
another one. I lost the. This will be really short. Another one. I lost the key. I've done a lot of stupid stuff in my life,
Yeah,
and this is just only the beginning. Trust me. This is only just a
We don't got that kind of time.
just a slimmer.
Oh,
just a
yeah.
sliver.
We've all done some
Oh, yeah.
stupid stuff. I'll tell you that.
So lost the keys to the lawnmower, riding lawnmower, and so you improvise.
You don't leave them in the riding lawnmower?
I forgot. I think we're like there. We had it on a trailer, and then we accidentally left the key in the ignition still, and you hit a bump and it's gone.
Oh, okay.
So left it in there, and we needed something, or I needed something thin enough that would fit in there, and a pair of scissors did the job. So I started the lawnmower with a pair of scissors and cut the yard.
I feel like
smart.
I think for some
It is
reason, I think
smart.
for some reason though, that should be like
Invented?
no. Well, no.
Oh.
But I feel like there's something wrong with that.
Oh, for sure. I was scared to like get shocked, even though I feel like you can't.
Well, because they have they were full metal scissors, but they have the grips.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
Yeah, you just take you a pair of scissors, jam it in there, turn
jam
it
it in there.
jam it in there. I don't recommend doing nothing that I just said. I don't recommend doing any of that. So for legal reasons. So that was mine. What you got?
Pretty good. When I was younger, got bored one day. I don't recall how old I was. I was probably 10 or 11. And I was like, I want to go spearfishing in Lake Murray. So I was walking around the woods looking for a good stick to sharpen up. And finally found one that was probably 3 foot long. Sharpened it up on some concrete. Found some wire and what do you call the bands?
Oh, like those workout bands.
Workout bands are real stretchy. So I made like a loop and then I wrapped the wire around the stick and you would just pull the band all the way to the tip and it's supposed to shoot.
How effective was this?
So you get in the water and you try it, but the wood doesn't move. So I spent like 4 hours working on this gadget to kill some fish, and it came out no good.
Yeah.
You got no fish.
Yeah,
I think you're better.
wood and water does not mix, and I don't know why I didn't.
Well,
do that.
wood floats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured that out. But later I've used metals. Good.
Oh,
Well, yeah,
okay.
that's what they make them out of now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
A good one.
But yeah, I should try to sharpen it with concrete, and it wasn't even sharp.
so you're saying even if you did hit a fish, it might just push the fish.
Yeah.
I think I
little
just
tap
went
on the shoulder.
I think I just went around looking because I had the snorkel stuff and everything. And I just tried like jabbing them.
Okay.
Spearfishing.
So you were like scuba.
I don't have
Yeah,
like this, I don't have the tank. I don't have the tank, but I had the flippers and
Oh, so
So you were snorkeling.
We were
Yeah.
diving into
Yeah.
this.
Okay.
yeah, I was like going on our docks and stuff.
Oh.
What's the visibility like that in Maryland?
3. I mean, it depends. But probably like 2.5, 3
The great
foot.
white-
I can see off the end of my dock. It's 5 foot.
Okay.
The great white alligator gar stalker.
Yeah.
Connor Cartman.
Yeah.
I know they got some pickerel in there.
Oh yeah.
Get you a
Pickerel,
chain pickerel.
bowfin, you name it.
Yeah. Nice. They're coming.
Yeah, oh yeah. What you got?
All right.
Yeah.
So there was mine was a while ago, probably early middle school, maybe 7th grade, and me and my buddies had this little raggedy boat that we used to take in this small lake, and it was one of those plastic boats with just a trolling motor on it, and we went in the water, and it was okay for about 10 seconds, and she started getting a little your toes started getting a little wet. I knew why. I just couldn't figure out where it was coming from. So we loaded the boat back up, being a little bit smarter than we were normally, and found the hole. So there's just a hole in the boat. What do you know? It takes time for anything else to work. So you gotta find something to plug the hole. But he lived near a dollar store, and there are these. You blow a bubble out of it. You get a little small straw, and it's almost like chewing gum, and you blow bubbles through the straw, and that is its sole purpose.
Now I've never seen that.
I'm not exactly trying to describe to you other than that though.
Yeah.
It's just like chewing gum that you blow bubbles with through a straw.
Yeah.
And I was like, grab that. It's like paste. It comes out of a tube.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, grab that. We'll see what we can do, because we didn't have any like caulking or anything, because that's what you would fix it with once it hardened. And I plugged the hole. I blew a bubble, rolled it up, plugged this hole in a boat with like paste bubbles. And we let it harden for about 10 minutes, and
Yeah, 10 minutes, that'll do the trick.
hey, I want to go fishing.
Yeah. Fish are biting. You gotta get out there.
Fish are biting.
They don't catch themselves.
Exactly. You gotta get out there. So we put it down 10 minutes, put the boat in the water. There was water that did come through, but it stopped
Minimal.
eventually,
Okay.
right? Because eventually, I think once I gave it enough time, the balloon or the bubble expanded more,
Mhm.
so it stopped the water from coming
Yeah.
through. And so I fixed a plastic boat with little paste bubbles.
I mean, that's smart though. Like what we were saying, like real quick, need a quick fix.
Right.
Bam. There you go.
She's not pretty, but she floats.
Yes. And did you catch fish?
I did.
There you go.
That's a shocker.
And
Catch
you're
5?
still, and you're here to tell the story.
Here to tell the
So-
story, I did not sink.
Yes.
Although on that same trip, the troll motor died.
Oh, well.
So we had to paddle back in with one paddle.
Well,
Mm.
caught fish, successful trip,
Yeah.
automatically. Doesn't matter what happens
Right.
in between.
Right.
But
I just thought of something. Did y'all hang out at the electrical box when you were younger?
Yes.
yes, if
Yeah.
you didn't sit on that, you wasn't a real one.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that.
Think about it. I see this picture all the time that are like, you never knew when the last time you were going to sit in the electrical
Yes.
box
Yeah.
was.
Yes.
It's different.
Well, the people that you sat with on the electrical box,
Yeah.
those were your guys right there.
Those
Guys,
are
girls, whoever you hung out with. I mean, those were your
Mhm.
people.
The peoples.
So, I mean, you hung out with them and you did whatever.
Yep.
Sat around and talked, played
Yeah.
football, throw football.
I'm saying.
The whole night. Don't matter what you talk about.
So, speaking of what we did and who we hung out with in our childhood and stuff, what are some funny stories from your childhood?
I don't really have anything good.
You don't have anything good?
Unless I want to.
I mean, I got some, not as funny stories, but I used to walk in my neighbor's house,
Mhm.
and they lock their doors because I mean sometimes you just have your door locked, and
Yeah.
I would crawl through their dog door, and I just wouldn't tell them I was there. I would just sneak in through because I was little, and I would crawl through their dog door, just sit in their chairs, and they'd come in, and I wouldn't,
Just be chilling.
just chilling, and they'd be like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I live here."
Oh.
And I would just tell my neighbors I lived in their house.
Why did you go in their house?
Well, we were really good friends. It wasn't like I was just
Okay.
breaking in some
Okay.
random personality.
Yeah.
My family was really good friends with their family, but we
Okay.
just kind of, you know.
Hey, I want to come over. Don't even ask.
Yeah, what's the point of asking?
Dog
Like,
door.
do you have those friends like you just walk in their house?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of like what it
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
I got that.
You have those friends like you just walk in their house, their mom's like, hey,
Yeah.
Go right to the fridge.
right? You call her mom, something like that kind of.
Moms.
Yeah, moms.
Me, I've got one.
Okay.
But do you want to go? You want me to go?
You can go.
I used to crap in the curtains.
I feel like we should have known this.
Well, now you do.
Well,
Yeah.
Just go on the curtains and twist yourself around so they don't see you, and then you just let it rip.
The curtains where?
At my aunt's house.
Oh,
Oh,
She-
so not even yours.
She's like a nanny, and that's where I would go.
Is that the one that
Like
makes
if you
mom
pay
cook?
attention to yeah,
Hmm.
if you pay attention to like little kids, they have like their little spots.
Yeah.
Where they.
Yeah,
That's where I would go. There and under the trampoline.
Huh.
under the trampoline.
Yeah,
So
man.
Connor
Gotta be
was,
covered.
Connor was defecating behind curtains and under trampolines.
Yep.
Cosby was sneaking in through.
I was committing crimes by
Yes.
sneaking into my neighbor's house.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you what I did.
Let me tell you something.
This one trip to Disneyland in California was pretty wild for me. A bunch of my funny stories from my childhood was from that one trip, and so one of them was in Disneyland. They have this one like ride attraction where there's an aquarium. Well, I was 4 years old at the time, and I think it was like my first time seeing a fish or something. I don't know. I was just amazed at the aquarium, as all kids should be and are. I was looking at this giant aquarium, big blue water, big giant fish, and it was a beluga whale that had come up to the glass.
Okay.
And
You're
I was
having
4
this
years.
moment with beluga whale.
Well, I was shocked. I didn't know what it was. They got like a big head.
Yeah, big head.
Big, yeah, they got a big old bean on them. So
I used to call a kid that in high school.
Bean?
Big bean.
Big head.
big head,
Big head on him.
fat heads. So and it had like came across, and I was 4 years old. You know, we were kind of new into the whole talking scene, and I just blurred out. The beluga whale comes out, and I just blurred out, "What the hell is that?" And it kind of like bumps into the glass, and my parents are shocked, and my uncle's dying laughing. He doesn't even know what to do, and yeah. So I think all my parents my parents and my whole family just like started laughing. I just think that was just like that was like my peak moment. Like I've never been
Never
more
go beyond
funnier
that.
than that moment.
Yeah.
Than
That was the
uh,
funniest moment in Kendall's life.
in my life right there. That was it. So if you didn't see it then, I don't think I could get much funnier than that. So
Now, let me ask you something. This is a topic of discussion on the side.
okay.
We've been speaking. You went spearfishing and you saw a beluga whale.
Mm-hmm.
How did y'all like get into fishing, or when did y'all start fishing? What made y'all get into it?
So, I think as a kid growing up in the South, you got like a bunch of farm ponds, and I think it's just one of those things that every kid should know how to do, is just how to catch a fish. And I think it's a
Key
great
survival.
great pastime. You know, just sitting around a Sunday afternoon in the spring, go find you a pond.
Well,
go
we are
fish.
going fishing tomorrow.
Yes, gonna be a little bit cold, but we're going.
Yeah.
and you just find you a farm pond and stuff like that and go out and have fun. And before college, before my freshman year of college,
Mhm.
I had only gone fishing around 5 times my whole life.
Okay.
So I was, I knew how to do it and I knew what it was.
But it wasn't like a hobby.
It was never a hobby. I didn't have like any of the right gear,
Right.
good gear,
Right.
good equipment, stuff like that. And it was just never like a number one thing for me. And I don't even think I would consider me like, that wasn't really something I did as a kid.
At that point, you weren't a fisherman.
Yeah, but came to college, and me and Cosby were roommates, and we knew each other from high school, and we became roommates. And he had a boat, and he knew the whole fishing scene, so got in with him, and never looked back now. And honestly, I don't think I'll ever stop fishing. And and even I'm a big saltwater fisherman. I would say more than bass fishing. And knowing nothing about fishing, to go head first into bass fishing and saltwater fishing, I mean, it's kind of fun. You learn a whole lot of new stuff.
You're kind of throwing yourself into the fire.
Yes,
You gotta get good at it.
baptism by fire, and it
Right.
just caught my interest, and I ain't never looked back since. Every day I'm at the beach, saltwater. We're on the river, doing something.
Yeah, and the thing is, there's more to fishing than people think.
Yes.
There really is.
Way more.
There's techniques
Yes.
and times a day and
Mhm.
tides.
If
Whatever you are.
if people heard us or anybody on the fishing team like actually talk about fishing and how we're catching them,
Mhm.
they'd be like, "What?"
Fishing is a sport.
Yes.
Yes. I would say
Very hard.
Yeah,
A
very
lot
hard.
harder than people think.
It's a very technical
They
sport.
think you just get a cricket or something
Worm.
like yeah.
Red worm.
Red worms.
It's a lot more to it. A lot of time and money.
Mhm.
A lot of knowledge too. A lot of
Yeah.
research. A whole lot of watching videos.
She is
on
an
stuff.
expensive hobby.
Yes.
She's not forgiving. That's for sure. I would have a whole lot more money if I did not fish. But I would
owning
change,
a boat is a bit of a hassle. Along with
would
that.
you change it for the world?
No.
No.
I would buy my boat the second I did,
So
like, all over again.
how did you get into fishing there,
My
Connor?
pops.
There you go.
Well, you live on the water.
Yeah.
So that's an early introduction.
Yeah, I've been fishing. Man, I've been fishing since I could probably stand. Grew up fishing with my grandpa, catching bluegill, bass, and I mean that's like you said. I live on the lake. I've been fishing my whole life. So that's basically how I got into it. I didn't really start like fishing until college, like Kendall, like tournament fishing and stuff. So yeah, that's basically how.
Mine started. I was always on the water. I used to live down in Florida before I moved up here when I was like 7 or 8, and we had a John boat that we'd take out in Lake Osborne. I never caught fish back then. I just won the boat with my dad. I was
Ozzy.
really
Ozzy Osbourne.
Hey.
Is that his lake?
No.
Oh, yeah. To think.
I mean, it
about
could be. I don't want to say no and be wrong, but I'm gonna say no. But then once we moved up here, we moved up to near another lake called Lake Cooley, just a small little lake, and I always fished on the dock with my dad, and that was kind of just something small getting started. But then I also always watched. We'd go in the morning, we'd watch all these boats launch, and I just wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to be one of those people that could go out. I could see where if they were catching fish, but I couldn't get there.
Yeah.
So I got for Christmas, my grandpa bought me my first 15-foot John boat with a 15 horsepower.
What did you start fishing on?
I mean, my dad, we had a John boat and a center console at one
Yep.
point, and then he sold both of those, and then he got the Robalo.
Also started on a John boat.
John
Yeah.
boat's always the way to go.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up fishing with my grandpa out of a John boat that if
Just
you
a little
moved,
beater,
yeah, if you moved a little bit, you'd flip in the water.
Yep.
And that right there is why I ended up buying the boat I have now.
Yes.
Because my dad said he was tired of going, because sometimes when you're on the water, you gotta go to the bathroom. Sometimes you
Yeah.
gotta pee in the boat.
Yeah.
He was like, if I can't stand on the back of the boat
Yeah.
and it'd be stable enough for you to
Yeah.
go to the bathroom,
Yeah.
I would want it. So we sold that boat, and I went a few years without fishing on it because I was on the fishing team in high school, and
Absolute unit.
oh yeah, just we were absolute
Bags, big bags.
Woo! I'll tell you what, Bo, waded one fish my entire career. And, so I never needed a boat because he had his, my partner had his. And then, that ended up not working out, so I bought a boat. And I didn't bring it to college for the first semester, but me and Kendall at the same time kind of decided that we were gonna get into this and we were gonna try it. And since I had a boat, I could be a captain for the team. Me and Kendall could be a team. And, you know, we kind of just haven't looked back from then on.
Yeah. Real lucky that we kind of found everybody and, you know, kind of built a bond with each other over the fishing team. And it went from seeing each other at fishing meetings and to
starting to eat dinner together.
Having dates at the dining hall.
Yeah.
Good old Hicks dining hall.
Hicks dining
Yes,
hall.
sir.
We would all text each other in our group chat and say Hicks ? And we'd all be there.
Just HIX.
Yep. HIX. And we eat a patty melt together.
2 hot dogs.
Say hey to Miss Lucy.
Say hey to Miss Lucy,
Miss
my
Lucy,
favorite woman,
Miss Lucy, if you're
Shout
watching
out to
this.
Miss Lucy.
Yes.
They're good old red lipstick.
And whoever makes the cookies.
The man that made the sugar cookies, I think I gained 25 pounds because of that man or woman
Yes,
right there.
I think and the cupcakes.
Ooh,
Cupcakes
I
were
don't like
soft.
I don't like
The
cupcakes.
cupcakes were, see, I'm not a
They
big
felt
cupcake
like
fan,
pillows.
but the cupcake, it was like sponge cake with,
Yes.
I don't even know
Frosting.
cupcakes, those were good.
We would take like 3 of them.
They were the reason I had to start working out.
You would eat one while you're looking at them, deciding which one you want,
What next?
and then you take 2 and you just leave.
Yeah,
That's
because you got to give them to go.
Yeah, that's how it works. So, but yeah, I think we all really love fishing, and we're going to definitely stay with this, and we're all in the tournament scene, and we're taking this all very seriously. So, it's definitely something to do. And
Yeah, if
something
it was an
interesting
efficient team, then I don't
Because
know.
there's always something new that you learn.
Yes.
You never know it all.
Yes, and there's so many different ways to fish too. That and there's so many different species that you can go after.
A million different techniques, a million
Yes.
different fish.
So, but we're nearing the end of the podcast, and as always, Mountain Dew,
Please.
hit us up. And for whoever is our guest on the podcast, we went to Bojangles today, all right, and they gave out some coupons, all right. Everybody loves a good coupon.
Yeah, it's a great coupon. Probably one of the best coupons I've ever received.
Yes,
in
we
my
might
life.
frame one of them just to keep, and it is a free Bojangles honey almond salad to our guests.
But you do have to purchase something before you get the free salad.
Yes,
But
you
It's
do.
a scam.
Hey,
Yeah, but
We're doing the best we can.
they expire in what month is 4? January, February, March, April. April 30th, 2021. You can still get you a honey almond salad if you come visit us here at the Cookout Crew podcast.
At the good old Sandhills.
So yeah, we'll give you a coupon if you're on here. We don't have enough YouTube money yet to give any handouts.
We're getting there yet. But before we go, I do want to talk quickly.
Yes.
Since we do this every time at this point, I want to talk about sports real quick.
Sports.
Playoffs today. The Packers and who's the Packers? The Rams. Packers and the Rams.
Mhm.
And the Buffalo Bills and the Ravens.
Packers won.
Packers just won 32-18.
Go Pack, go.
Go Pack, go. Aaron Rodgers is right now my MVP favorite.
Hey
For
Rodgers.
sure.
Right?
For sure.
He's been playing. If it couldn't be Derrick Henry because I'm a Bama boy, it's got to be Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers for sure.
Because he's just
Yes.
been playing lights out.
So.
And who's y'all's call if you had to pick Ravens or Bills? Ravens or Bills?
Probably the
Bills.
Ravens. The Ravens are easier to beat than the Bills.
Oh, so you as a Brown? Or
So
you
if
as
the
a
Browns win
fan,
tomorrow, then
wanna play the-
that's just the
okay.
way I see it.
The
Well,
Bills are a good team. They did beat.
Because Lamar Jackson, he's not a quarterback. He's just a running back.
He's Lamar Jackson is a running back.
Yes.
Lamar Jackson should not have won Heisman.
Mm-mm.
Deshaun Watson should have won Heisman.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson got snubbed of the Heisman. And
All right, we're not going into that, but
Okay. Well.
We'd be here for another 30 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this was the Cookout Crew podcast. Thanks for listening.
Go
Thanks
Browns.
for watching. Go Browns.
We'll
Dog,
be back next week.
Dog Pound.
For
And
sure.
we'll see you back next week.
I missed.
I'm on cocaine. See, look what my mom just sent me.
Nice.
My mom said behind the curtains.
Too bad you'll never get to use that because Connor said I'm off.
I'm on cocaine.